Good morning, everyone. So today is November the 15th, tax day for me on my property, and it's been paid, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Like to know that as long as I keep the taxes paid, I've got a place. Goji berries are doing nice. We're supposed to have a frost tonight, and they're saying a heavy frost. And while the goji berries are good for Zone 5 well on up north, I moved them in the greenhouse last year, and I put them in a while back for a night or two whenever it was supposed to be low. It didn't get as low as what they said, but as long as they have green berries on them, last year they kept bearing right on through the winter. And so we're going to give it a go again this year, and that's a Wiggle Squirt dog. Hers Chloe Owie, and hers has the scrub in the greenhouse this morning when I was picking the hibiscus blooms for drying. I noticed needs some water. It has been my experience through the years that having everything pretty well wet and then the heat of the day warms it up, and that helps hold the temperature up overnight. Peppers need watering bad, but there are really some nice peppers around and about, and I'm all for them to a friend that's coming over later today and see if she wants some peppers and some other things. The turmeric's doing very nice. My kratom are really doing well. They kind of got a climate shock being moved in, and I think they actually are probably getting more sun here than what they were whenever they were outside. Can't tell yet about the cuttings that I've taken. It's been Monday was a week ago on them, but they're still green and all, and so I'm hoping that they're in the process of rooting. But I'm getting a lot of new growth, and there's still some leaves that will probably shed, and we'll just have to see with the temperature changes and all. I think the ginger blooms have about done all they're going to do, and somebody told me that the bloom was edible. I've got to try to look it up and see. My avocado here is doing nicely. Or excuse me, that's a mango. The avocado's over on the other side. Crown of thorns are still looking good, which they keep blooming all year long for me. And I have the new hibiscus that I rooted, and some of them had some blooms, some little buds on them like this, but nothing has showed any sign of hoping to open. The lemongrass over there, some of it has gotten kind of warm or dried out a little bit, but I'm sure it will come back as grass does. The mulberries are still bearing well, and this was the avocado tree here, and had jackfruit, 3 jackfruit in that bunch. I'm just really pleased with everything the way it's looking, and that I've got room to move around some this year. I had everything so cluster fucked up last year that I couldn't get in here and enjoy it. I have several more hibiscus and mulberries and all through here. I had bought the landscape fabric to recover a lot of this out here. The dogs have been running up and down and playing through here, and the stuff is kind of rotten to start with, and so it gets ripped apart. The frost will probably finish off the the figs that are still around. I'm all for my friend to cut back and finish stripping all the blooms and buds off the hibiscus if she wants. I've got the recipe for some jellies and some other things to process and do hibiscus with, and so out of the 16 plants that are around, there's probably fill half a 5-gallon bucket, or a good bit anyway. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen to my papayas. I would very much hope that they would survive, but it is definitely one of those just going to have to wait and see what happens. There were figs still a good many out here on these trees. This one here is one of the best for drying that I've ever had. And I don't know if you'll be able to make out the name on that or not on the camera, and I can't pronounce it, to be very honest, but they're really kind of a dry fig to start with, and put them on the tray on a dehydrator, and it doesn't take long, and they are very, very good. They're a really sweet fig. And I'd been doing a little housework this morning, and I thought I would come out and make this little video and get out of the house with the girls for a few minutes. And that was what I was doing anyway, and fixing to get back in there and do a little bit more in the house and get some good color on the oak leaf hydrangea. I'll take this zip line down one day before limbs fall on it and it gets messed up, being as the kids don't get to come anymore, so we'll do what we can. Everyone have a blessed day. Got to get back to work.